lauding Prime Minister Modi's government towards laying a firm foundation with Latin American and Caribbean countries. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said, "This can be seen by the increased frequency of delegation and ministerial level visits, as well as opening of new and more embassies in the countries." Addressing a conference on connected histories, shared present, cross-cultural experiences between Latin America, the Caribbean and India, the External Affairs Minister mentioned that he was impressed to hear the many cross-cultural experiences between the three regions shared during the conference. In a series of tweets mentioning parts of his speech, S. Jaishankar wrote, "Geographic distance has been bridged in this age by globalization. Preconceptions addressed by creating compulsions, demonstrating contacts and establishing working relationships. That while the government has an important role to play, a firm foundation for our ties is being built by business to business and people to people ties. Modi government's commitment can be seen by increased frequency of high-level visits and opening of new embassies."
I actually found that in these years we've had from India 6 visits by the President to the region, 6 visits by the Vice President, 4 visits by the Prime Minister, 4 by the External Affairs Minister. In this case happens to be me, but in my defense I'm going next month again to 4 more countries, 13 of different cabinet ministers, and our ministers of state I think have pretty much covered every country in Latin America and the Caribbean. And what it has done is it has in turn encouraged the reverse flow. So during this period we've also had 37 major visits from the region, 7 by the President, 5 by Vice Presidents, 15 by foreign ministers, 10 by other ministers.
A strong case exists for increased trade and investments. Our trade with Latin American countries is already at 50% of that with our largest partners. A rising middle class in those markets will help increase them further. Politically, our historical convergence stems form shared aspirations and legacies. Our collaboration at the UN, G20 and COP are proof. Our shared views on contemporary challenges is reflected by strong regional participation in ISA, CDRI and Voice of Global South Summit. Our emotional connect with Girmitia countries remains strong. We continue to engage them as they refresh their roots, culture and traditions. Our 40 development partnership projects also reflect our investment. Our similar development experiences give further boost to our efforts in that regard. The COVID period was a visible example of India's solidarity and support. He concluded his speech by saying, "India's quest to be a leading power is built on investing relationships of substance. Our efforts in the Latin American and Caribbean countries are made in this spirit." Notably, India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and India's foreign policy under S. Jaishankar has seen India making a mark for itself in the global arena. Taking forward strides, India's foreign policy is setting new benchmarks every day.